Welcome to The Sound. I'm Donna. If you are new to our channel, thank you so much for joining us here. You know, the whole reason why I started this, well, there's several really, but one of the main reasons was really to bring hope and encouragement to others, to kind of, provide people with a place to come to with stories that were stories of overcomers so that we could bring hope and encouragement to the world, and to make a sound, because we all have a sound inside of us. We literally have a sound. And I hope to go into that someday. But, if you're new here, I really do hope that you find some value in these videos that I'm going to share with you. And, I was thinking, sometimes our minds, well, maybe a lot, our minds take us down this track of, I guess you could call it self-pity, where, just things start to overwhelm us in life and we start to question. We start to question our lives, our past lives, our current lives, our future lives. And I had one of those moments last night, and I have to say, I know that the world's it's getting harder, right? It's getting harder. But yet it's a time of opportunity. I'm old enough to know that nothing lasts forever, nothing, good or bad, and that a time of change is good if we take advantage of it. But last night, I guess it might have been prompted by, I was listening to Tracy Chapman's, she was on the Grammy Awards. Now I don't watch any of that anymore. I used to be very involved in the entertainment industry, and I'm at a different place now. I love Tracy Chapman from years ago. That's how old I am. But it doesn't matter because she is like ageless with her music. And so I came across the video of her singing her song Fast Car with, oh boy, I forget his name. I'm so sorry. The guy, he's a country singer. But anyway, it's one of my favorite songs ever. But you know what? It's kind of like it struck me so sad, the ending of the song. And so, sometimes we get our emotions all wrapped up in stuff like that, and we start to think, like, look at me, like, where am I now? And what in the, what have I been doing all these years? I don't have that much time left. I really don't. I'm 67 years old. And so really my thoughts are daily. How am I going to spend my time? Who am I going to spend it with? What is my purpose now? Because I really do believe that our purpose, our callings change and transform and evolve as we go through our lives if we're in the now. It's another topic for discussion. So I started feeling really sad, really sad. I sent the video to my sister, and I said, I think this is me. And I'm like, sent the, the crying emoji, and um I really felt bad. And of course, she encouraged me, as she always does. It's always good to have people that are close to you. You don't have to have a lot of them, but have a few people that will encourage you. And this is why I'm putting this out there, because I know so many people don't have people close to them that'll encourage them, like my sister does for me. Anyway, so I woke up this morning, I was just like, looking at my life. Of course, not looking at all that has been accomplished, all of the lives that have been touched through all my times of teaching and coaching and all my years of that, and all the wonderful people I met. But my mind was just It happens when you're tired, right? When you're tired, maybe overwhelmed. I've had a lot of things on my plate. I'm spinning lots of plates. And so that happens, and our mind starts to veer off, into the negative. So anyway, I woke up this morning. I've started this new habit of I walk every day. I've got to get out on the trail. I do that every day. But in the mornings now, I've started to get out and go for just a 10-minute walk, which is to get myself out into the light. We need to have the light for our eyes and for our bodies and get moving and all that. And then I come back in and I breathe and I read the scriptures, the Bible, as I'm led. And I pray about things. I meditate on things. And today I was led to go to Genesis 45. And that's the whole story about Joseph. Remember Joseph, who had the dream that his brothers were going to bow down before him? That's a story in itself. That's a whole pride issue. But hey, no judging Joseph because he turned out okay. If you know the story, if you don't know the story, go and read it. This is, not to, don't turn this off because, oh, here she goes with the spiritual stuff. No, I mean, it's an amazing story of forgiveness, grace, mercy, how things can be turned around, how there's pain in our purpose. I did a video about that. Pain in your purpose. There is. I mean, his brothers, after he told them this, hey guys, I had this dream. You're all going to bow down to me. It's going to be 7 years. And so anyway, I won't tell you the whole story. You can go listen to it. But the brothers and they really took it to heart. They were really offended. And they threw him in a pit. They sold him, but he ended up being Pharaoh's right-hand man, where Pharaoh put him as an overseer over everything that Pharaoh had. And so Joseph he could interpret dreams, and he interpreted the dream of there being 7 years of famine. And so he stockpiled the grains, and long story short, his whole pain and suffering that he went through. I mean, think about this, completely separated from your family. Like your family did this to you. Your favorite real brother, full brother, he's no longer sees. He's separated from his father. So much pain and suffering. But he was used to save and preserve lives. So fast forward, the brothers come back. They don't know it's him, but they come to Joseph looking for help. And then, Joseph reveals himself. And they're like, oh crap. This is our brother that we sold and, threw into the pit. But you know what his answer to that, you know what he said to them? He's like, you didn't do this to me. So, and I'm paraphrasing, don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad. Don't be sad about this, because my Elohim, my God, did this to me in order for me to preserve lives. And it hit me. It was like, wow, like, do we really, and I say it all the time. I'm teaching, I'm coaching, I'm encouraging people. That's what I really feel is my top thing to be doing these days for the rest of my life. And yet I still have these moments of doubt and discouragement. Like, why? There's pain in our purpose. And, I realized that, wow, that's what happened with that song last night. Still love the song. I really do. Because it was an expression of an emotion, a story of how people feel, and the things they go through, and things are difficult. Life's hard, right? But to realize this morning that, first of all, things can change in an instant. They don't usually, but but sometimes they do. And everything we have gone through is used for a purpose. We might not be able to see it right now, but I don't know, I'm just saying for me, maybe some of you feel, "Oh, I'll never see that." And maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe I'll never see my way out of this. Well, there's so much we can do about that, right? And I'm trying not to make this video too long. It's already longer than what I wanted it to be. But I want to encourage you today that number one, there's pain in your purpose. Number two, let's you and I be content in where we are right now. Number three, let's do what we need to do in the now with what we have, with what we're led to do. Number four, look to the day when we look back and say, all things were working out for me for the good. Because that's how it was supposed to be. So I want to encourage you with that today. You might be in a pit. You might not have a place of your own. You might not have fulfilled all of your dreams yet. But that's all happened for a reason. So be encouraged and try to focus and have a focus on the things that you can be grateful for. If there is breath in your lungs, you're alive and your heart is beating. There's something to be grateful for. So that's it for me today. If you are enjoying this, if you found value in this, even just a little, can you give me a thumbs up? Because really, this is the only way. Like, subscribe, share, comment. It's the only way that we can get the word of encouragement out to others, and that's really what I want to do with these. So have an amazing rest of your day. I look forward to speaking to you, seeing you again, and be encouraged, okay? Go and encourage somebody else that helps you. All right.